Bon après-midi, il est temps de boire un verre de vin. Non vin. It's time for a Negroni. Or what they sometimes call a black Manhattan. I have taken out the sweet vermouth and replaced it with an Italian Verna Amaro, and it is absolutely delightful. I'm so glad to see that all of our crosswords are back online now, and everybody can be happy. And here we are. It is a gorgeous day. Just finished with the New York Times Mini and the Big Grid, getting ready to do the LA Times Big Grid, and then I'll do the Mini. And then I'll wrap it all up with a Guardian quick crossword. And after that, I'll go to editing. It looks like we've just got a lot of puzzles to do every day. But I will make it very easy to see which grid I'm actually doing at the very beginning of the description. So you can see in the title, this is LAT, LA Times, NYT, New York Times. That way, if you don't care for one or the other, you won't have to watch it. And that's perfect for everybody, isn't it? So again, so great to be back. My name is Christopher. I'm so delighted to have you solving with us here. Just one more sip of Solver's Courage. And let's hop into our grid. Let's see what we've gotten here today. All right. Now I don't want to play with friends. Did I say play with friends? No, I didn't mean that. No, I didn't mean that at all. Okay, I guess we're gonna play with friends. If I have to invite friends and I'm not inviting them, I just hit the wrong button. Mea culpa. Misbehave in class. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe act up. So, okay, here we go. I've got an alma mater. Trusty could be loyal. Appease, maybe placate. A paint layer could be a coat. Embarrass one's friends in public. Say, make a scene, maybe? Make a scene. I have often been in rare form in my youth. I know what that's like. How some tips are paid. Ooh, that could be by card or in cash. So I don't know yet. Little Dickens could be an imp, so that tells me maybe in cash. And we got a nice little gate in this grid today. Tax Pro, CPAs. It's typical Tuesday. The Simpsons watering hole, and that with the Moe's. Christmas song, Noel, and we are reaching that season, are we not? Blocked content. Who knows? It's probably a Lego joke or something. What's gotten into you? Okay, well, it could very well be a Lego thing. Let's see if that's an O there. Nope. Blank, facetious term for a snake, and that's a nope rope. So, I don't know. Maybe a Lego set? We'll do one last check here. Some jeans. Oh. Blank, tell me a joke. Request made in a smart home, perhaps. I guess Alexa, tell me a joke. Some jeans then would be Lee's. All right, good. Now I feel better about that. Some GPS suggestions. I think I've had this in 3 different grids today now. Chooses opts. Resort to desperate measures. Maybe clutch at straws. I don't know. I mean, well, actually, I feel like that's probably what that is. I don't know why I shouldn't just trust my gut if that's what my gut's telling me. Detail, briefly, could be a speck. Sweeties could be bays. Isn't it nice? Overly adorned. Maybe busy. What a terrible thing to be called. Idaho's capital. Boise. So much for getting the northeast corner done. We're going straight from the west on down. Let's at least get this filled in. So a little likely Bluey or Blue's Clues Watcher. I guess would be a tyke. Had a snack, 8. Okay, feeling better. Prom rides, limos, even in my day, as way back then as that was. The E of an agate would be an Emmy. Punctuation and mini lists, of course, especially if you're an enthusiastic purveyor, as am I, of the Oxford comma. To the Oxford comma. I know that is a really tough, sore subject for a lot of people, but I like it. Sorry. Don't hate me for it. Cartoon character often depicted as a spinning tornado, and that would be the Tasmanian Devil, and probably one of my favorite cartoon characters when I was a child. We got a mani-pedi popping up in here today, making its appearances, odds and ends, maybe? That just threw me for a loop. I was like, what? Anyway, colleges to a Brit, and it's not just the Brits. Unis are a thing all over Europe, but especially here in Germany as well. You would ask somebody if they went to uni or not. I got a guest patron. Let's see, Tailless Cat, I think, is a Manx. Lord of the Rings wizard, it'd be Gandalf. What do we got here? Man, I feel like a woman. That was always one of those awkward things back in the 90s to actually just belt out singing if you were a dude. I mean, even slightly metro, but still, it's not one of those things you wanted to do back then, right? Nowadays, no one cares, but you know, it's what it was. Candy that can create a soda geyser, and I guess a Mentos, the fresh maker. Call alternative, perhaps to text. Used a hatchet on, maybe axed the dirt in a pudding-based dessert. Is that a mud pie or something? I don't know. I've never had one, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. It's been years if I have. Caped Crusader as a hero. I don't think I've had a carbohydrate in 7 years. Pea holders could be pods. But that's because my wife likes vampire movies. And I've never seen a vampire with a dad bod. As much as I want a dad bod, as much as I deserve one after all these years. Not when the wife's not. Nope, not. She's watching vampire movies. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Answer to the joke. What is the Lazy Pride member known for? And an apt title for this puzzle. The Lazy Pride member known for. I mean, I'm assuming we're talking about a lion, and I'm assuming we can put in there around, and I know this is no assumption. I'm going to have to check them because I've never even heard the joke. Midday could be noon. It's a no-win situation, perhaps. Almost threw me off there. Star Lupita. I can't remember how to spell her name, and I do blush to say that. Yale is in New Haven. Nota bene. I think I'm spelling that correctly. Lily pad squatter, frog. I don't know why I always think of toads and lily pads. Birthplace of Olympic gymnast Olga Korbut, and that would be Belarus. She is Belarusian. Oozes, maybe seeps. I feel like I Nyong'o. I don't know if I got that right. If I got something wrong, I bet that's where it's at. I just don't feel truly comfortable with it. Puts in, maybe adds, and let's see, loosened as shoelaces. Well, I guess we're not going to get untied, so I guess we're going to get undid in there. I don't know how I feel about that word, but it is what it is. Bear is nude. Government Intel Org. This is the second time today I've dealt with this. Crazy. The natural director Levinson, and that's Barry Levinson, and I am an actual big fan. Swell for a surfer could be a wave. Many a child in Dickens. I guess we took him for a waif here. Resident Alien Network. Never got a clue. Never seen a single. I have no idea, but I'm assuming it's sci-fi. I don't even know if that's an I or a Y, so I'm hoping it's a Y since it's Love Thy Neighbor that I'm going with. Spin Fastest World. Nintendo rival way back in the day, maybe. Atari. Loops in on the sly. What do you think? Maybe BCCs? Let's see. Baker's Mixture would be a batter. Now I feel better with BCCs. Let's see if we can finish strong on the end. As seen on TV, vocal quality, maybe the tone. Ice cream holder is a cone, and burn soother is aloe. And I'm a little nervous about a couple of spots here, but how do we do today, Bob? Okay, so, a 7-minute, 29-second gill. It's not terrible. And I'm not sure what to make of the scores yet. I just know that now that I have a streak going on in the LA Times, I just want to keep it up. I'm loving the grid. It's different, so different from the New York Times. There's a few similarities, but they're just different, and I like the diversity of it. So this was a fun grid. And for those that don't know, I found out today that you can actually play the New York Times or the LA Times crosswords for free in the Washington Post. So there you have it. No need to do like I did. You have to sign in and get an account. You can actually do that through the WAPO. So After all, democracy dies in darkness. So there we have it. Let's go ahead and toss this thing out. Clever grid today. Very nice to do. What a pleasure to solve. My name is Christopher, and I am delighted that you've been here to solve with us through this grid and just to have a good time as always together. I love the community, and thank you for the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. The comments mean the world to me. One person remarked yesterday that they didn't understand how it was that I was able to name an array of lingerie so quickly, and I'm like, well, my proximity to France, my usage of the French language, no, it's not that. Forget all that mess. It's just got every bit to do with being a word nerd. Like my wife always says, you know, oh, with you, it's always tholes and aglets, right? You just know these goofy words. And, well, you know what? They came in handy when I was a very young man in the crossword, and I've been doing them ever since. So be well out there. We'll do the Banyate adu. Until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. We'll see you tomorrow for all of the grids. And until then, be good to yourselves, be great to your neighbors, and be phenomenal to the person behind you in the queue. Take care. Be well out there.